Welcome back to Disorderly Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is all about what's coming in July. I have 3 groups for you to pick from today, and I'm using the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. I just wanted to mention that I did get engaged this week. This isn't the ring, it's just a placeholder, but I am over the moon. The actual ring is stunning, but it's custom made, and I like to keep these videos sort of anonymous. My fiance is the most romantic man in the world, and our engagement felt like a fairy tale. He had planned it to the nth degree, and it was absolutely incredible. So I'm head over heels in love, which is definitely a nice energy to bring into a reading. Let's have a look at the groups. Group 1 with the 3 of Pentacles. What's the saying? Teamwork makes the spell work. Group 2 with the Cozy Witch. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. Group 3 with the 9 of Swords. We all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. I'm inviting you to take a deep breath in with me now. And hold it. And slowly release that breath. When you're ready, pick a group. If you need more time choosing, feel free to pause the video here. And when you're ready, scroll down to the comments or the description box to find the timestamp for your group. I'm going to start with a reading for Group 1. Hi Group 1, if you picked the 3 of Pentacles, this is your reading. I love this card, it's so cute. It just seems like a woodland fairy tale to me. I really like how the 3 friends are pictured together as well. And it's all about teamwork, which is what the 3 of Pentacles always means to me. Let's have a look at some other oracle cards for you. So we also have thrown, oh my goodness, three, this is crazy. Okay. Your potential is endless. I definitely want to read from the book for this card. I'm actually going to read from the book for both cards because I'm really interested in what it has to say. Both of these decks are made by Amanda Lovelace, and I love her writing style. Let's start with the 3 of Pentacles. Nestled deep in the forest, away from prying eyes, 3 witches team up to cast a prosperity spell. They easily could have done their own individual spells, and that would have been plenty powerful, but they know that the combined energy of 3 witches is much more potent. After all, 3 is one of the most magical numbers there is. While it may be tempting to do everything on your own, you may be working towards something that would greatly benefit from outside opinion and collaboration. It's important to open yourself up to new ideas you wouldn't normally consider if it were just up to you. It could very well end up being the ingredient to success. Essentially, teamwork makes the dream work. You are going to find yourself in a situation in July where you could go about doing something on your own by yourself, but you have the opportunity to receive help from others. And I'm getting the perception that you are quite an independent person that values ambition and hard work and being able to achieve something on your own. However, in this particular situation you find yourself in July, you're more likely to achieve success. You're more likely to do better if you are willing to accept some help from others. This could very well be a work situation. The 3 of Pentacles comes up quite often when you need to receive some help from your colleagues at work and you need to work together on a project, even if it is just by listening to their opinions and taking those on board. If you're studying, it may be some sort of a study group getting together and helping each other revise, or it may be that you're working on a group project together, so it's kind of all hands on deck. You are collaborating. Now, if you're self-employed, it could be that this is outside of your work life. However, if it is to do with your career, it may be that you're just working with other agencies or other partners collaboratively to achieve an end goal that suits everyone involved. There is a chance that this is to do with you seeking advice from friends as well. So it could be outside of work. It could be that you're finding yourself at a loss in terms of which direction to go in or which opportunity to choose. And this is just directing you to listen to your friends' advice, take on board what they have to say. It may help steer you in the correct direction. There's a real emphasis on other people helping you this month, and it's going to point you in the right direction. So you really do need to listen to them and be willing to accept some help, because without it, you won't do as well as if you let them in, if you let them help you. And I know you may feel some resistance to that because you come off as quite a strong, independent person who doesn't feel like they need help or is a perfectionist of sorts, so they don't want to accept help. However, in this particular situation, you do need to be open to that, because otherwise you won't do as well as you're capable of doing. I want to have a look at this card in the guidebook too. At the risk of sounding cliche, you can do anything you put your mind to. You are a mighty queen who is complex enough to be both gentle and valiant, just and magnificent, or any combination you should ever long for. The reason they tell you that you cannot have it all is because they are afraid you will become even more dangerous than you already are. Okay, so perhaps this is why you are not willing to accept help. It may be that in the past, you have tried to take on other people's opinions, you have tried to lean on people for help, and they have let you down. So you've sort of learnt that you're on your own and you need to plod forward by yourself because you're the only person that you can rely on. However, in this particular situation, sorry, I keep saying that, but in this situation that you're finding yourself in July, you really do need to make a change. You need to start accepting some help from others. Otherwise, you will really struggle to achieve what you are destined to achieve. But please don't lose any faith in yourself, because this card just shows that you are very resilient, very strong, very capable, and you ought to be proud of yourself. Okay, not ideal, but I had to jiggle around my camera angle a little bit because it slipped, so I'm sorry if it's moved slightly. Let's get back to the reading. I do feel like you are a powerful person and others do look up to you. Others do fear you almost. They fear what you're capable of because it's really hard to go up against you in competition. They just think you are so capable and able to do a lot better than them. I'd like to get some more oracle cards to get a bit more information. First, we have back and forth. And next, North Node, life's purpose. I'm going to need a bit more tarot to unpick this, so I'm going to get a couple of extra cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Tell me more about what's going on for Group 1 in July. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Okay. The Seven of Swords. And Judgment. Ooh, I'm getting so many messages, group one. It's really hard to put them all together. I feel like your month of July is pretty packed. There's a lot going on. And there's a lot going on in terms of friendships as well and the people around you. I feel like with judgment, I almost feel like you're being judged or feeling judged. And the Seven of Swords always makes me think of secrecy, sometimes even deception, hidden motives. The King of Cups represents someone who is able to control their emotions and keep themselves fairly calm and level-headed. And I feel like that is what you are needing to do in July, because there's this back and forth energy as well. I think this has something to do with a friend. So it could be a relationship. We'll see when we get a few more love cards later. But what I'm seeing initially is that this is to do with some sort of friendship. There's some sort of rocky friendship, which is making you feel a sense of unease. It's as if they're trying to tear you down from your throne. That's what I'm getting. But you're able to keep calm. You're able to keep level-headed in this situation. But there's some sort of sneakiness going on. I don't know if you're finding out that someone's been judging you and whispering gossip about you behind your back. That's what's coming to me. And it's making you feel like it's an unstable relationship that you have with that person or that friend. It's been very back and forth. And with life's purpose, I feel like you're trying to figure out if you want to stay friends with this person, if it's good staying in this relationship with them. This could be to do with a colleague. I want to mention that. It could be just because we've got the Three of Pentacles as well. I'm wondering if there is a colleague who you don't fully trust and you know that they are whispering about you behind your back. And you've had a very difficult, turbulent relationship with them, and you're wondering if they are going to affect your future. The same may be true with the friend, whether they're going to damage your reputation or damage your future. Firstly, I want to say that's not going to happen, okay? There are other people who are willing to help you in this situation and other people who trust you greatly and admire you too. And I don't think the same can be said of them, of that other person, that friend or colleague who is gossiping. I feel like you are in control. You have the ultimate power here, and you can make your own mind up about what you want and whether they are worth fighting for or not. I'm getting that. There's something shady going on with this other person, or at least it feels shady to you. And it's making you confused, but you're very good at keeping calm, at staying measured in your approach to things. And that's vital for this situation. And I see you as staying in control, which is great. Well done. I think that's going to be a key part of July for you, keeping yourself calm. And you do have the power and ability to do that. Because I do think there's some sort of surprise here. It's not like a huge, awful surprise, but some sort of worry that someone can't be trusted. That's what I'm seeing. But you're able to see that. You are very intuitive and you're able to read them clearly. And also read who you can trust, who you can rely on, who you can listen to. I'm very interested to find out about your love life in July. So let's get some more oracle cards for that. Green eyes, green sparkly eyes, jade. Okay, I'm immediately seeing something with that actually. Yeah, okay. And spicy, naughty, sexy, hot under the collar. And wedding. This situation involves marriage. Group one, you have so much going on in July. This is absolutely crazy. With your love cards, the green eyes, again, I'm seeing kind of jealousy or envy. And this might, again, be coming back to, it doesn't have to be your love life. It might be coming back to this friend or colleague. Someone is jealous of your situation. And I think that's why it feels like they're kind of being sneaky. But I think it's just they want to be in your situation. You seem so in control, you seem so poised, you seem so clever, and they want to feel that sense of assurance that you seem to radiate. But I do want to just emphasize that your friends have your back. So maybe not this particular one, but the rest of them have your back. So if there is gossip going on around you, they will stand up for you. You don't need to worry about that. There are people who really love and support you. Whether you're there around the gossip or not, they will speak up for you, they will stand up for you, and it will be okay. So please do not worry about these whispers or rumours, because I don't see them like biting you or anything like that. It's more just indicating that there is someone who cannot be trusted, and it's better you learn that now than later when something bigger could occur, so that you can make your mind up about them and see if you still want them to have a part in your life or not. With spicy, I really do think this is in terms of your love life. Things are heating up. With wedding, a few of you might be getting married in July or thinking about getting married. You might be planning for a wedding, or I just feel like whoever you are dating or in a relationship with, you're having thoughts about getting married. And I feel like your other half is having those same thoughts as well. If you are single, I think you're just becoming clearer on ideas of what you want in the future, what you want in terms of commitment, what you want in terms of whether you do want to get married one day or not, and how you see your future love life to be. Like, you can picture it. And you're certainly enjoying yourself with someone, because I do see kind of sparks flying. I have to say that even if you are in a relationship, if you're not interested in getting married, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to get married. This card doesn't just represent weddings themselves, but it also can represent that feeling of commitment. So wanting to commit to a person, or perhaps even live with a person. For a few of you, you may actually be attending a wedding in July. Yeah, I just see you going to a wedding that you really enjoy and just having a blast, having a really fun time. As a last little note, group one, I've got these zodiac charms here. So I'd like to know a little bit more about either a key player in the month or sort of personality trait, something zodiac related. Oh, this one actually like jumped out. Okay. Let's have a look. We have Cancer. So I think in terms of how you're feeling in July, you're feeling it all. Cancer makes me think of the King of Cups as well. I love that we got that with the King of Cups. My immediate thought is you're feeling like you want to spend time with others. So this works really well with the Three of Pentacles, because you need to embrace that energy. You need to embrace spending time with people. I see maybe a lot of social events as well, a lot of interaction. And maybe you're someone who's more used to having your alone time, being more introverted. But this month of July is really making you feel things. Whether it's having fun with someone that you're dating or interested in, or in a relationship with, or whether it's just really enjoying this wedding that you're going to, or thinking about a wedding that you want to plan in the future. I don't see this taking over the month. I want to emphasize that. This other person who is being a bit sneaky or gossiping about you, I don't want you to worry about that or focus on that too much, because the focus of the month is this Three of Pentacles. It is this teamwork. So please do not worry too much about the other side of things, about this person who may be spreading some rumors, because I don't think it's anything that is going to hurt you too much or be too problematic for you. I think it's more just a little warning that this person may not be trustworthy, and you might need to consider whether you think of them as a friend or a colleague, or whether you trust them with things in the future. Cancer also really makes me think of quality time, enjoying quality time with your loved ones. So it might just be a sign to make sure you're not too busy in July and you do spend that quality time with your loved ones too. I do think that's really going to help you because they are so supportive and they can help you make your dreams come true. That's all I've got for you, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please click that like button down below. Also leave a comment. I always read them. Subscribe to Disorderly Tarot if you haven't already. I try to make new videos every week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope next month is wonderful for you. Bye. Hi Group 2. So if you picked the Cozy Witch, this is your reading. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. I believe the Cozy Witch in ordinary tarot is the Fool. So you're being called to take some risks in July. So for an oracle card, we have Bitch Fire, Stand Up for Yourself. Both of these decks are by Amanda Lovelace, so I'm going to read from the guidebooks for them because I love her writing. Let's start with reading about the Cozy Witch. Meet the Cozy Witch, who barely slept a wink last night because she was so excited by the promise of the new day. Like the Cozy Witch, you too have an adventure awaiting you just outside your front door. When an amazing chance presents itself, take it, because you might regret not doing so later. However, before you go, keep in mind that the world is an unpredictable place. While there's magic to experience, you will inevitably experience some obstacles too. Success is never a guarantee, but success isn't always the point of the journey. Sometimes the self-discovery that happens along the way is the point. So that just makes me think that you need to be aware that although it's great to take a risk and you're being invited to take a risk in July, there may be obstacles in the way and you should still take a little bit of caution when deciding on whether this risk is worth it or not. Let's have a look at this card in the guidebook too. There's no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted or you didn't let them get away with their bad behaviour. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. Ooh, okay. Group 2, I don't know if you were drawn to Group 1's reading as well, but there was kind of an underlying theme of someone being sneaky and maybe some gossip about Group 1 behind their back. And I just got a similar vibe from this card as well for you, Group 2. So I'm wondering if that's a theme for July, that there is some sort of animosity going on, some sort of gossip and rumours coming to light. And a lot of people are feeling like they have to stand up for themselves. I like how it said that you need to be loud about it. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to take no rubbish from anyone. You deserve better than that. You are a good person and you are strong and you are valiant, and there's kind of no getting you down, which I like. I like that you believe in yourself and you should believe in yourself. Let's get a bit more information for the month of July. I have the Everyday Witch Tarot deck here, so we can get a few more cards to find out about your July Group 2. Tell me about Group 2's July. What's happening for them? Okay, so for tarot, we have the Six of Cups, the Devil, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Wow, this is powerful for you guys. Don't get too worried about the Ten of Swords. I need to say that first, group 2. As we have already seen, you have the power. You have a voice and you are able to use it in this situation. I'm seeing a few different things. So I'm seeing something about you being a very giving person, you doing something that is very generous. But then I'm seeing this sort of temptation with the devil and being stabbed in the back. That's what the Ten of Swords always represents to me, or similar to that, this pain. But I want you to notice, as I just said with this card, can you see how despite being stabbed 10 times in the back, this witch is still able to reach for their broom? You are exactly the same. You have this resilience, you have this power, you have this courage. So everything is going to be okay, all right? You are going to come out the other side of this deceit or this pain, this hurt. But someone is tricking you. And it's funny because in the Cozy Witch card, we saw that you're inviting in this new adventure, this new opportunity, this new journey. But on this journey, there are obstacles lurking in the shadows. And I really think that someone on this new journey is going to have their own plan, their own agenda, and you're going to feel essentially screwed over by them. But it's all right. It's not going to get you down. It's not going to completely tear you away from this new journey, this new path. It's just an obstacle. And you will get over it. You will move through it. I don't know if someone is helping you move through it. I do see that you are protected. You have people looking after you. But be very wary of temptations in July. If an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. If someone is trying to convince you to do something that you feel is morally wrong, please do not do that. Do not go with them. Do not get swayed by them. There's a real emphasis on holding your own, on relying on your own gut and your own mindset, because you are intelligent, you are capable, and you don't need to be swayed by external influences. I have some other oracle cards to get a bit more information. We have hidden motivations. Crazy, yes. So this person has a hidden motive. It's literally like this blanket, like they're hiding who they really are. Sorry, it's not a blanket, it's a curtain. Don't know why I said blanket. And we also have 5th house, creativity. Clowns, masks, magic, people hiding who they really are and getting creative. But this is also encouragement for you to get creative too. You can play them at their own game to an extent. I feel like you are this sunshine. You are a ray of sunshine. You are a generally positive, happy person, and you're in a good place in your life and you're ready for this fresh start. You're ready for a new adventure. However, once you've started along it, there is someone who is going to find you and try to deter you from that. I see them as using you. They're not being their true self. They see a way to gain something from you. Be careful of giving handouts to someone who may not be able to ever pay them back. Yeah, I'm getting like a few warnings from your tarot cards. Just to be hyper aware, make sure you do your research. Make sure you can trust someone before you do them a big favor. Let's learn a little bit about your love life in July too. Past life, soul tie, you've met before, past life karma. Okay, the 6 of Cups always makes me think of past life connections, so it's really interesting to get both of these cards. So this kind of depends on where you are in terms of your love life. If you are single, it may be sort of a friendship or someone that you used to be friends with coming back into your life, someone from the past returning. If you're dating, I see this as feeling like the person that you're dating is a past life connection, like you just gel really easily. There's a great connection instantly between the two of you. You just understand each other. And if you're already in a relationship, I think that bond between the two of you is strengthening. I see you as feeling very comfortable in their presence. But with past life karma, I have to admit that this card may not be to do with your love life. It may be to do with this. Someone might be coming back from your past and asking for a favor. It may even be an ex returning, but you're getting a warning not to trust them. There's some sort of hidden intention that they have. So don't trust all of their words, because there may be something behind what they're saying. There may be more to what they're saying than you know, or than they'll reveal at this time. We also have tattoos, body art, artists, self-expression. Don't be afraid to express yourself. With creativity, I do feel like your creativity is igniting in July. Please express yourself in any way that you are interested. If you are interested in art, start doing more art. If you're interested in doing stand-up comedy, start booking some gigs. If you're interested in even something that's not directly creative, but could have a creative aspect to it, you need to start using that and expressing yourself in that way. I'm trying to find an example. For example, if you work as an accountant, that's not a job that you would necessarily think of ordinarily as a creative job. However, you can be creative in that sort of job. You can think of different solutions. You can do some brainstorming. You can apply yourself in a different manner to let your creativity shine. And I do feel like that's going to get you some success. So definitely embrace your creativity in July. Also, the note about tattoos, that may be relevant to a few of you watching this. So just look out for people with tattoos. It may be linked to who this person can be. It may be giving you a clue, or it may just be someone returning from your past life who has tattoos, or it might be that you're getting a tattoo in July. That's always a possibility too. And lastly, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So I'm seeing this more at the end of July. Whatever's happening with this 10 of Swords moment is going to feel exhausting. It's going to feel like a lot. It's going to be draining as well. However, you are resilient. You will stand back up. You will live to fight another day. I do see you as very, very strong and powerful. And I think once you've spoken your truth, once you've said how you feel, it is okay to retreat back and take some time for yourself and look after yourself. Be kind to yourself. And it's okay to disconnect from the world. I like how in this picture, ooh, knocking everything today. One of them is not retreating by themselves, they're retreating together. And I think that's really important for you, group 2. You are not alone. You can retreat with someone else. You can spend quality time with someone else if that would make you happy. If you just need to get away from the harsh realities that you've been facing recently and perhaps have a holiday or a short break away, take the opportunity, take that chance. You are being called to act like the fool. You are being called to step into the unknown. And yes, there will be obstacles. Yes, there will be difficulties, but it is worth it because it's going to allow your creativity to flow and shine. And it's going to allow you to take breaks when you need them and to enjoy time with the people who matter most. One last note, I want to have a look at some astrology signs. I usually take one of these just to get a feel for the energy this month. So it may be an important person in your life this month that this sign represents. It may represent you, or just the energy that is most important this month. Oh, we have Aquarius. Aquarius is my sun sign, and also I have an Aquarius stellium, so I just love Aquarius for obvious reasons. I like that you got Aquarius because it's all about being unique and being bold and decisive. And I feel like that is you in July. You are okay with taking this new course, this new direction. You're okay with taking a leap of faith. You're okay with being uniquely yourself and also allowing your creativity to shine through. Aquarius is also very logical. They enjoy freedom of thought and freedom of expression too. And I really see that in this card. I see you standing up for yourself. I see you voicing your opinions, and I see you being heard too. Everything is going to be okay. Just don't be afraid to stand your ground and let people know how you feel. That's all I've got for you, Group 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please click that like button down below and also leave a comment. I read every single one. Subscribe to Disorderly Tarot if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you an incredible month of July. Bye! Hi, Group 3. So if you picked the 9 of Swords, this is your reading. I'm going to start by getting you your first oracle card as well. We have the sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. Okay, I love the combination of these cards. I am going to read from the guidebooks about both of them because they're both decks by Amanda Lovelace and her writing is spectacular. But before we get into that, I just want to read a little bit into these cards. With the 9 of Swords, it says we all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. I feel like you have had a lot of anxiety recently, Group 3, and it's been getting on top of you. Perhaps you've been struggling with sleep or eating, or you've just been very stressed over something. It could be work, it could be studying, it could be external factors, it could be a relationship, it could be money stresses. I just feel like there's stuff going on and it's keeping you up at night. It's taking away the good moments from you. You're not able to enjoy yourself at the moment because you're so focused on these worries. But I love this sun card. This sun card is my favorite out of this whole deck. With Paint the Sun Back into Your Sky, that's what you are being called to do in July. And I do feel like that is happening. You are starting to bring positivity back into your life. You are inviting good vibes back. And your life is improving drastically. I'd like to get a bit more information on how you're doing that. So I'm going to get some cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot deck, but we'll move on to that in a moment because I just realised I haven't read from the guidebooks for this. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's have a look at the 9 of Swords first. Why has this witch been staring at her ceiling all night? She keeps playing and replaying her what-if scenarios. Now she'll only be getting a few hours of sleep, so she'll be a zombie tomorrow. If you find this at all relatable, then this card comes to you with a comforting energy. Most of our fears are unfounded and never actually happen, but it would be dishonest to say they never happen at all. Even if it turns out that your worries were for a good reason, know that everything will be okay. You will get through this just like you've gotten through everything before it. There's nothing you can do to control it, so you might as well shut your eyes and try to get some sleep. I love that. It's a reminder that not all worries come true exactly as they seem. So you may be picturing some disastrous situation, but it never actually occurs. But at the same time, some of our worries do happen. For example, before an exam, we might be really scared that we might fail the exam, and then we do go on to fail it. But it's nothing you can't conquer. It's nothing you can't overcome. It's nothing that is going to ruin your life forever. You can always make a fresh start. You can always find something different. And usually if we fail at something, it means we weren't meant to pass that time. It wasn't for us at that time. And there's a reason why we failed. Please do not be too hard on yourself. Let's have a look at the guidebook for this card as well. Don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out of the front door. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy or fulfilled. The fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts. That makes me think that this might be about a person. It may be that someone's left and you can't stop thinking about them, or a relationship is on a rocky road, rocky terrain, and that's really worrying you. But this is just a reminder that you will always have yourself. So things will be okay. You just need to get back up and start basically painting the sun back into your sky, just as it says. I want a little bit more information, as I said earlier, so we're going to get some cards, some more tarot cards for you for the month of July. So tell me about group 3 in July. I know all about group 3. Okay. We have the Hermit. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. And last but not least, the King of Pentacles. That's a really good sign. Success is coming your way. Everything is going to be okay, just as the guidebook said. So with the Hermit, I do see you as feeling a little bit lonely at the moment, but you are learning things from your alone time. So it's not a total waste. I need to remind you of that. It is productive to some degree. And I do feel it's productive in that it's directing you towards a new path. Usually with Pentacles, we talk about new paths in terms of career. However, it could also be some other financial path. So whether it's in terms of savings, perhaps you've not been very good at saving to date and you're starting to create some savings bank accounts or in investment accounts, and you're getting into that and learning how to save. Or it could be even buying a new house. I do see some sort of material or career, a new job emerging for you. Something very new, and I see it leading to success. You are going to be financially abundant in the future. I do not think this is happening in July, but it's just a reminder that this is where you're headed. So even though it seems really dark, it seems really sad and negative at the moment, you are not going to be in that space forever. Things are improving, things are looking up, the sun is coming back into the sky, and you are going to be all right. I know I keep saying that, but you are. From the amount of times that I'm saying it, I feel like some of you tell yourself a lot that you're never going to get out of this headspace. It's never going to be all right again. You're never going to be happy again. You're never going to feel fulfilled. You're never going to be successful. But all of that is very negative thinking, and it's also not true. But the more you say it, the more you materialize that. So you need to start feeding in some positivity. You need to start thinking about goal setting and the steps you need to take to achieve those goals. You need to start thinking, I am capable of this, or I can do this, even if it's just capable of a small step to lead you in the right direction towards your goal. That is sufficient. This really does show you at the start of some sort of journey. So whether it is that you are starting a new job, I see it as lucky. Whatever it is leading to this success. So if it is a new job, it is going to work out for you. If it is just looking for new jobs, you are going to find the right one. If you are looking for a house, I think you are going to find the perfect house for yourself. If you are starting saving, you are going to save in the right places, and it's going to amount to whatever you need, whether it's a deposit or whether it's for a holiday or something that you're saving up for, maybe a new business venture. You are going to make that happen, and you're just starting that in July. You're starting that new journey. And maybe you needed this hermit time to kind of reflect and sit with your thoughts and plan that out, how you are going to make this happen. It's shifting the focus. I see you shifting the focus from this worry to actually logistically strategizing how you're going to get to where you want to be. you are gaining this clarity, you are gaining a new perspective, and it's far more positive than the one that you have been dealing with lately. I'd like to know a little bit more, so we have some extra oracle cards for you. Ascended Masters. This card always reminds me of the Magician, but I'm going to read from the book for it because I've not had it for a while, so I need to remind myself of what it's about. Going back to the Magician, that talks about having all the tools at your disposal, so I do feel like you are capable. This is just a reminder that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. Earth element stability. Perhaps this is what you seek. Perhaps you seek some stability. I do see you as finding it. There's a calming presence in this Hermit card and also in the King of Pentacles. You are going to get there. As I said, I'm just going to have a quick read of the guidebook for Ascended Masters. The spirit world is filled with dynamic entities who long to assist you in all areas of your life. Some of these are the Ascended Masters, those who have lived on the earth plane before and now work from the energetic realm. This card is telling you to look at your life and open up to the master that most resonates with the solution you are seeking at this time. This card is bringing you the presence of the High Masters of Enlightenment. That makes me think that there may be some teachers in your life, there may be some guides in your life that you can learn from. Perhaps there are people you are close to who can teach you how to bring more positivity in. Look out for people in your life who are ultra positive because they may be able to teach you how to move forward in this direction. You can learn a lot from people around you, even just by watching them and observing how they behave. Perhaps there are some lessons there for you that you're in need of. I do see you as gaining stability. So if these worries that you've been having recently are making you feel very uncomfortable and very unstable, please rest assured that you are finding stability soon. This is not going to last forever, but you do require a shift in perspective. And I do see that coming for you in July, but you have to be open to it. You have to be open to learning from others around you. You have to be open to starting on a new path. You have to be open to planning what it is that you actually want. And that is the way that you will find success and stability too. I see you as becoming more grounded. This is almost sort of flighty energy, discomfort back and forth, but you are grounding yourself. Let's have a quick look into love as well. Moving on, forward movement, healing, next step. Moving on. Yes, you're moving on from this anxiety. You're moving on from whatever troubles you've been dealing with. You are healing. Coffee date, coffee lover, shop. I love that. That's such a cute card. I don't think I've ever seen this card before, but I really like it. It might be my new favorite. This is encouraging you, if you are either in a relationship or interested in dating, to go out on a coffee date. And if you're not interested in those things, you can even take yourself on a coffee date. I just see you as enjoying this hermit time, enjoying your own company, and maybe you're being invited to literally like venture out, have a coffee and sit down with a notebook and either do some art or plan what it is that you want. Write down your intentions, write down your goals and the steps that you're going to take to achieve them. I also see that coffee might have been getting you through for a while. Perhaps you have been having these sleepless nights and you've been in need of caffeine. And that's okay. Sometimes we all go through phases of life where we don't get enough sleep and we need some caffeine to pull us through. But I want to remind you to not rely on that too much, because you're not going to be happy if you're not getting enough sleep, essentially. You need to feel stable, you need to feel comfortable. But to get there, sometimes we need to take some time out, some time away. We need to retreat and go into this hermit mode and do some planning to figure out what it is that we want and how we're going to heal from past situations and take this new next step. worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I love that. Okay, so if you're feeling like there's no hope in terms of love, please stop feeling that way. This card is a sign that your love life is going to improve. It may not be instant, but you are going to find someone, well, a love that is worth waiting for, and you are going to be successful. So please do not worry about that. Things are falling into place at exactly the right timings, and it might not feel that way. It might feel like you are behind or things are taking longer than you would like, but there is a reason for that. There is a greater reason, and it's going to work out for the best for you. This is a very specific thing that just jumped into my head and won't apply to the majority of you watching this group 3, but there may be someone coming into your life who is a coffee lover, coffee drinker, and they may be this person that's worth waiting for. It's a very strong message that I get from this card, and it's very directly related to coffee. So I'm just wondering if you're meeting a coffee lover and becoming friends with them, or developing some sort of relationship with them. Or it may even be this plan for the future. Maybe you want to create your own coffee shop. Maybe you want to start up that business idea. There is some link to coffee for some of you. But I also see that these mugs are like clinking together. So it's almost like cheersing your friends. It's a successful outcome for you. So I do feel like this is going to work. This new endeavor is going to work, but you need this time to strategize and plan it, and to let positivity back into your heart. I do see it as making your dreams come true too, group 3. I would also like to get one of these zodiac symbols. I like involving astrology a little bit, just to find out some more energy that is coming for you in July. So it might be your energy, it might be a main character in July. Take it as it resonates. We have Virgo, which is an earth sign, and I love that because we had earth element stability. So yes, there may be a Virgo entering your life in July, or being a main character there, or it may be you. It may represent you, or the energy that you are feeling that month. You are feeling that you need to organize yourself better. You need some structure. I think of Virgos as very practical and as planners too. And I see that for you. It makes total sense. You may be a little bit of a perfectionist too at times. But this planning will be worth it. It's much needed, and it's going to get you out of this state of anxiety. You need a new thing to focus on. You need a shift in your perspective so that you can head towards this success and you can find stability again, because that is what you seek. That is what you want. You want this Virgo energy. You want to feel like things are falling into place and you are making the right decisions. And I don't feel like you have felt that for a while now, but you're ready to move on, and you are moving on this month. That's all I've got for you, group 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please click that like button down below, and also leave a comment. I read them all. Subscribe to Disorderly Tarot if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best month of July. Bye.